Well, hello there, trainers. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I am Professor Laird, and today we're going to be discussing an important Pokemon theory about a good colleague of mine. Name is Professor Oak. Or is he just a professor? Today we'll be exploring, was he ever a champion? Well, to make a correct decision about this, we need to look at um, Professor Oak in the three forms of Pokemon canon: the manga, the anime, and in the game. So, let's start with the manga Professor Oak. In his youth, Professor Oak was a great trainer and defeated his old rival Agatha and defeated the League. In the red, blue, and green chapters towards the end, he entered the League disguised as Dr. O and reached the semi-finals where he faces Green and defeats her. Um, so essentially, I will explain this part. In the League tournament in Pokemon Adventures, the manga. Speak. And before I continue, I should point out this is the Pokemon Adventures manga because this is the manga where we go into Oak's backstory properly. So yeah, I had to choose this one because for consistency's sake, this is probably the easiest one to explain. Um, so the semifinals were Oak versus Green and Red versus Blue. So the first match was Oak versus Green, and Oak won. He was called Dr. O, reveals to everyone he's Oak, and then states that I have already faced the League before, so this is gonna be my last and left. And like steps out and watches the final battle between Red and Blue. So, and we know who wins there. So yeah, so this is like the best and the clearest example showing that oh, yeah, Oak was champion at one point. Now we need to move to Professor Oak in the anime. Now, here's where it gets tricky. There's no sure shot evidence like Manga Oak that states that yeah, he was champion. In fact, there's very little to suggest he was champion. Only few things. One, we know he had a Charmeleon from the Celebi movie, and we know he was a trainer. He was a good trainer at that. And from the Mirage Island special, we know he has a Dragonite, so and I'm sure and I know my colleague Oak well enough to know that he doesn't cheat, unlike a certain somebody. Well, I'm pretty sure you people are smart enough to find that out. So, who I'm referring to. So anyway, he's smart. So he didn't cheat to get his Dragonite, so that means he's at least a pretty smart trainer, and he's a very strong trainer. Um, if he could get a Dragonite, because of course you should remember back in Oak's time, probably getting a Dragonite was one of the greatest things possible. So yes, there is that. So Anime Oak is a bit iffy. In fact, here's the thing about Anime Oak. I don't think he was a champion. Maybe he went to the league. Maybe he faced it, and I don't know if he got in, but maybe he at least faced it. Alright, so yeah, so far, one Manga Oak was champion, Professor Oak was probably not champion. Now we need to go into the in-game Oak. Now here's where it gets very interesting. There's evidence to show that Oak was champion, but well, it depends on how you look at the situation. Well, here's the thing. Longtime rival, Elite Four member Agatha, as you all know, um, of course, always, I guess, I won't say she respected him, but she knew he was a great trainer and respected him for that. But as Agatha said herself, quote, he has become soft and quote, he has become soft, end quote. That's like a small part of what Agatha told about Oak to the trainer. when this was, I'm pretty sure this was after, no, this was before he faced her. I think I'm pretty sure about that. And he says that she regards him as a fool now, but despite whatever Agatha says, there's one thing here. He is still affiliated with the league as an advisor. Now, I'm gonna make a separate video on this advisor, how do you become a league champion, how do you become a gym leader. I'm gonna do that a little later on and explain the dynamics there. But I feel personally that if you're gonna be the advisor in the Pokemon League, the most powerful organization in the Pokemon world, having some of the strongest trainers, you gotta be pretty strong as a trainer and have good knowledge. So, of course, Professor Oak, being a professor, has good knowledge regarding the subject. And the statements said by Agatha stating that he was once a strong trainer probably means he was champion at one point. But don't take my word for it. Take the game itself. The glitch for the Professor Oak trainer battle um, would suggest that he's a very strong trainer because remember this is after you beat Blue, your champion, and you have Professor Oak with a level 66 Taurus, a level 67 Executor, a level 68 Arcanine, a level 69 Starter, one of the three will be, and a level 70 Gyarados. So yeah, Professor Oak was pretty strong. Does this mean he was champion? The in-game Oak? Probably. Probably not. That is up for debate. So far, I guess the score will be one for he was champion, one for he was not champion, and one for, well, I don't know, and we don't know at all. So, for those of you who want to theorize about was Oak champion, leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. And for those who want to suggest another theory, put it in the comments below. I will be doing this on a weekly basis. And if you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up button and please subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed. And look forward to some more. And enjoy your adventures in this wonderful world of Pokemon.